I'm having a heart attack from caffeine and Shai's got diarrhea.
No. I don't.
She does. This is going to be a good video, guys.
Not anymore.
Good morning, good morning. Hey, the sun is shining.
No, it's not morning.
Good
Okay,
morning
shut up now.
to you and you and you and you.
We're in Italy.
We're in Italy.
But we've been in Italy for very long. I feel like we've been here for nearly a month.
I think at least 3 weeks.
Yeah. We flew into Rome, so Rome was our first stop. I don't know where to start. So much happened in Rome. The next day we went to the Colosseum.
Probably the most excited thing most excited. It was probably the most excited.
The Colosseum was the most exciting to see us, is what you're trying to say. So we had to catch a bus to the Colosseum. Oh god. If they're really busy, which usually they are, it's a lot of fun and they're so bumpy and you've just got to stand up and try to find a pole. And once you get a pole, you hold on to that pole, it is yours and do not let anyone take it. The first day we didn't go inside because we went there a bit too late, so we just saw the outside of it and it was so cool.
It was amazing. It didn't seem like it was real at all. It looked like we were looking at a replica. There's
all like these street performers that do things, like there was one that was a band, so Adam was filming
for
them
the vlog.
And then they get really angry and make you pay. This one lady, it was a band and she was just rattling the tambourine, like come on, I can do it. She ran over with the tambourine and like literally we were like no. And we kept walking and she followed us so far. I just put coins in the thing and then
she left us alone.
Yeah.
So first rule in Rome, if you want to take a photo of anything or anyone, you're going to have to pay for it. So after the Colosseum and after getting harassed, we went to our first restaurant, which was sort of down this narrow street. I don't know about you, but when I picture Italy and the restaurants, I picture like cute little restaurants with round tables with the red and white checkered tablecloths and vines and the Italian music, but we didn't find that.
I feel like we should blame movies for making our expectations so not high, just different.
I mean, I have not felt like I was in Italy once, other than when we were like at the Colosseum or the Pisa or something like that.
Guess what happened? We flooded the bathroom in our Rome hotel.
Should I explain from when I was outside?
Yes.
Because the Wi-Fi didn't work in our room, I was sitting sort of out. It's hard to explain, but I was sitting in the hallway and then someone like buzzed the door to come in. So I bolted into our rooms because I'm a pussy dog. And before I knew it, I was on my butt on the ground. And then I hear the person walk past and they literally would have seen me on the ground on my butt in a puddle of water. And I just grabbed the door and slowly shut it behind me. I
was in the shower, so I turned the shower off and I was like, are you okay out there? I thought someone came in to fight Adam or something. All I heard was, the water's all over the floor! And then I opened up the shower door and stepped out of the shower into the hugest puddle of water and I was like, oh my god. It was coming up from this little drain next to the shower. Like it covered everything and it stunk. Like it started to smell so bad. So lucky we left the next day. Yeah. We didn't tell them about it, so the next people that went in there, would have flooded for them. Okay. What else?
There's one thing that we're just so excited to tell everyone about. It's my favourite story of all my life.
Alright, you ready for this one?
I don't know if I'm ready.
The owner-manager guy that we spoke about before, he knocked on our door and I opened the door because Adam's doing his hair. He was like, oh, I have your receipt for you. And then he was like, do you want to come upstairs to, because we were on the 3rd floor and reception is on the 5th floor. And he was like, do you want to come upstairs and get it? And I was like, okay, sure. We were walking up the stairs and he goes, do you play sport? And I was like, no. And then he pointed to my legs and he goes, it looks like you play sport. I didn't really find that weird really at the time. We walked up 2 flights of stairs and he goes, oh, do you mind waiting here and I'll go and get it? And I was like, okay. And then he came back with the receipt. He had it and he didn't just give it to me and let me go back down the room. He had it in his hand and he started walking back down with me and I was like, oh. But then he didn't walk me back to the room. He walked down one flight of stairs, which wasn't our level, and then gave me it. And then hugged me. And I was like, okay. Thank you so much. I walked back downstairs to Adam and I was like, I'm not quite sure what just happened.
When we first arrived to the hotel and he was telling us about all the places to go see and showing us on the map, he started to show us like all these different dinner areas and kept saying like, it's very romantic. And so he obviously thought we were a couple and we're really used to that because everywhere we go,
we're so sick of it.
We're couples. We need to make t-shirts that say I'm not with her.
And it's so awkward because like once they say it, you can't be like, oh no, we're not a couple, because then they'll feel awkward and we don't want to make them feel bad. Every time we go to a restaurant, they're like, oh, a romantic table over here, and we're like, okay, here we go again.
Sometimes we just zone out
and we don't talk.
We don't talk to each other. People look at us like, oh, that date's gone pretty good. So we have to like keep conversation up just so other people think that we're having a good date, even though we're not having a date. It's stressful times, guys.
And then the next day, he knocked on our door. And then he was like, it's very hot, so I need to put these fire escape things on the back of the door. Also that day, our aircon had broken. What did you do? You lifted up the covers.
Yeah.
The remote went flying and that didn't work. So Adam got up and said, oh, also while you're here, our aircon doesn't seem to be working. We don't know if it's just flat batteries in the remote or whatever. And then he looks at me, like Adam's standing right there and is the one that asked about it. And then he looks over to me on the bed and said, what did he say? Miss, maybe you can come up and grab the remote with me.
What? Are you serious? Could you maybe be a bit more subtle about it?
And Adam sat next to me and I was like, Adam, you're coming with me. Like, I'm not going by myself. And then he was like, okay, miss, do you want to like come and grab the remote, whatever.
So then I walk outside, and as I walk outside, literally the look on his face, I had just destroyed.
He was like, oh.
All his hopes and dreams.
Like he literally went, oh. And then I went to come out too and he goes, oh, maybe I'll just grab the remote and I'll bring it back down so you guys don't have to walk up to come and get it. Like,
so he leaves and we literally lost our shit.
Like,
I've never laughed so hard in my whole entire life.
He thought we were a couple. So if we were a couple, wouldn't you think I would go and tell Adam that? Or do girls just, I don't know.
Honestly, that was probably the highlight of this trip.
Wait.
That whole situation.
I'm gonna remember that forever.
I'm so glad it happened.
And then after Rome, we went to Florence.
Florence.
Oh yeah, Florence is so good.
It looked far more like we'd expected Italy to look than Rome did. And I wasn't expecting that at all.
It was so nice. And the cathedral was pretty. We saw the statue of David.
We had some fun with him.
We did.
So then from Florence we went to Pisa. When we first arrived there, as soon as we got off the bus it was like pouring rain and we're like, are you kidding? Like, this always happens to us. Every time we get to any attraction it's something wrong. We were taking miserable photos, like, you know, the whole, just that stuff. And then we were like, okay, we'll go have lunch and then leave. While we were having lunch,
a miracle happened.
Came through and opened up the skies. And we went back and rolled around on the grass.
The grass was so green and the sky was so blue and it was so pretty. It was like a totally different day.
It was crazy.
So good. From Florence we went to Milan and we went to see the cathedral there. The cathedral itself was amazing. The area in which the cathedral was pigeon central and I do not like pigeons.
And I love pigeons. The people give you seeds. Obviously it's not free, so when they go to hand you seeds, expect to pay for it. But and then you hold it and like thousands of pigeons flock in.
They fly on your hand. No,
and they're so cute.
And then from Milan we came to we went to Venice. The first time we went there we just walked through the little streets and
because it was sort of cloudy and rainy, so we're like, we're not going to go on a gondola while it's like this.
So we went back on our last day. Like a last day or something. And went on a gondola. They were really expensive. It was 80 euros for half an hour.
It was so worth it though.
Yeah, but I mean you can't go to Venice and not go on one.
Exactly.
Okay, so we should do the things.
Yeah, now it's time for the 3 good things about the places and the 3 bad things about the places that we have been during the time that we left to now. just in Italy.
Oh my god.
Let's do it. The first good thing about the places that we've been. It's always so difficult. Let's just say the attractions.
The attractions, so like the Colosseum, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the Vatican, Statue of Davy, the Milan Cathedral, Venice. Venice is just a whole attraction in itself. Yeah. Second good thing about the places that we've been in Italy.
Gelato. Okay, so the first time we went to a place, we went to the Trevi Fountain, and we got gelato.
This is what happened. This is my gelato in the cone. This is my hair in the wind. Gelato covered me.
And everyone saw.
Everyone saw it.
So funny. You were so cranky that day.
I was so cranky.
Oh god. Despite that, my gelato was delicious. It was probably the bestest gelato I've ever tasted in my life.
We got gelato another day and it was so good.
The third good thing about the places that we've been.
Wait, I don't know. I literally just don't know.
Oh, let's say like the sweets.
Okay, like literally everywhere you walk past, there's these little coffee places, I don't know, and there's so many like pastries and yummy things.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the episode. 3 bad things about all the places that we've been while we've been in here.
Thing number 1.
Oh no, this is gonna be hard. What could we ever choose in all of here? Buses.
There's too many people. We're like getting thrown out. Like people stand on there without holding on.
It's probably just us, but buses was probably the worst thing in every place. No matter where we caught a bus, the buses have been bad.
Second bad thing, they don't cut your pizza for you. It's just a round thing, round pizza. Like you can't just pick up a slice and eat it.
I'd be enjoying this pizza if I didn't have to put so much hard work. Also more toppings on the pizzas. Let's just continue the complaints about the pizzas. We went to a place and we ordered a takeaway pizza. So when she asked me like what pizza I want, I was like a prosciutto pizza. We got the pizzas and we were walking home and I was like, I have to look at this pizza. Like I cannot last another second without looking at this pizza. And what I found was literally a pizza base, which didn't even look like a pita base. What did it look like?
Pita bread.
Yeah, a pita bread with like 6 little strips of prosciutto on it.
And nothing else.
Literally, everywhere we went, the pizzas never have much topping, and I know that's like an Italian thing, like keep it simple, so you can enjoy the flavours or whatever, but I wasn't enjoying the flavours as much as what I could have been. It's so weird to say that pizza's a bad thing about Italy.
Third bad thing about the places. Okay, so we went to go to the Trevi Fountain, we were trying to find it. You would know what the Trevi Fountain is. It's in like all of the movies. The Lizzie McGuire movie, it's like the huge, amazing one where people throw money in and you make a wish.
And it's in that other movie where they pee in it and then they swap lives. Anyway, it's in a lot of movies.
But it's amazing, and so we were so excited to go there. We got there, it was covered in scaffolding.
Literally, like you're thinking like, oh, there's scaffolding.
You couldn't see it. All the water was gone out of it. Are you kidding me?
I've never been so angry in all my life.
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So that's all for today's video. If you liked it, go do all those things. We're not going to say it. You guys know what to do. You've been doing this long enough. Just go do it.
Don't just think about doing it, do it.
Do it. And do all the other things that are down there as well. Click on them all. Do them all.
And we will
don't not do that. And that's all you have to care about in life.
Oh.
Ciao! And we know that's right.
It is.
For the first time we know it. Bye!
What are you doing?
Yes?
Why?
Do you want to do it?
No. I want you to not.